Two big fights at UFC 241. I got to say, I'm actually kind of shocked, and I'm rarely shocked when I look at betting lines. Why is Anthony Pettis the favorite in the fight against Nate Diaz?
Nate Diaz hasn't fought in 3 years. Ring rust is a major issue after 1 year. You make it 3 years, and it's a major issue. Look, Nate has, the kryptonite to Anthony Pettis is, realistically what Nate Diaz does well. Pressure boxing. Get in your face, throw a lot of punches, crowd Anthony Pettis and not let him, jump around and be Showtime. But that 3 years is a big deal, and Nate doesn't defend kicks. What does Showtime Pettis do the best? Kick. I mean, I think that line's just fine.
Okay. Main events. Heavyweights. Fight number 2. First fight was a pretty shocking upset for a lot of people. Daniel Cormier is a small favorite against Stipe Miocic. Am I wrong for thinking that maybe the Cinderella ending is not in store for Cormier? Could Miocic, if he fights the right style, he can beat him?
Well, if you remember in their first fight, Stipe was winning that first round until he got knocked out.
Yeah.
He's bigger, taller, longer, more disciplined boxer than DC, and that's what he was doing. He was in boxing range and just picking apart DC from distance and looking really, really good until DC did what really was a masterful setup. He engaged the wrestling, which made Stipe drop his hand, and then coming out of the clinch, DC clocked him, knocked him out.
Yep.
And that's something we've never seen DC do that. He's never been a one-punch knockout guy. He beats you up with volume and wrestling and wears you out and finishes you that way. I picked Stipe in the first fight. I'm picking Stipe in the second fight. Clearly, DC's capable of winning. But I think it comes down to who can engage standing the way they want to. Because I think wrestling's going to nullify each other. DC's obviously the Olympic wrestler. Stipe was a Division I wrestler as well from Cleveland State. I don't think the wrestling of DC is going to be enough to really sway this fight one way or the other. Can DC stay in the clinch where he can win, or can Stipe keep this at boxing range where he can win? I think it comes down to that.